Hello viewers, once again welcome back to another session of some basic concepts of social science. In our previous video lectures, we had already discussed about the concept of the society, community, social systems, social organization, social institution, and also we had discussed about what is social group, what are the characteristics, functions and elements of social group, and classification on basis of like size, organization, institution and identification. And also we had discussed about basically on what is primary group, what is secondary group, what are the characteristics, functions of primary group and secondary group, what is differences between primary group and secondary group, and also we had discussed about the reference group and what is reference group, what are the characteristics, what are the functions of reference group. We had discussed on that in our previous lectures, and now in this lecture we will discuss about some other types of social groups, like we will discuss about in group and out group, what are the characteristics, functions of in group and out group, and also we will discuss in this lecture about what is formal group and informal group. And under formal group there is three types of formal group. These are command group, task group and functional group. And under informal group we will discuss about the interest group, the friendship group, and also we will discuss about the reference group. Let's discuss on that. First we will discuss about what is in group, and in group is a social category to which persons feel they belong and share a consciousness or awareness of kind. In group there is social category in which the persons or the members have the we feeling and they belong to a similar group, and they have a good relationship between each other. And also in a in group there is acceptance between all the members of that group, and they know each other when they are from one group. And in a in group there is belongingness also in between the members. And in group also they can share their feelings, thoughts in between each other, and they are very conscious in their relationship, and there is awareness of kind in group in between all the members of that group. And in group feel strong identification and loyalty with the members of their own groups different, and either culturally or racially. In group there is a strong identification between the members. It means when in a in group all the members they know each other culturally, racially and socially also. And in a in group all the members have their own identification and they know each other very clearly, and also they know the difference between the each other, and all the members are know another member, and they know about all the factors and all the natures, behavior, they also know about their life story and all these things, because when we are working in a group and we have to know about each other, because when we are working in a team we have a good relationship, we have acceptance between each other, because without acceptance, without good relationship, without cooperation we cannot do a work, because in a in group there is same type of goal, objective of all the members, and they all the members of a in group are working for achievement of the goal and objective of that group. So in a in group there is relationship between all the members is very closely, and also there is all the members are know about all the members, and identification of all members. And in a in group there is loyalty between all the members also. In other words, these are the groups for which we proceed with the pronoun that is mine, such as my family, my nation, my caste, etc. When we are member of a in group, then there is a pronoun, which pronoun we are using mainly, that pronoun is mine, because when we are in a in group then we always share about ourselves, so we always use my, like that is my family, that is my nation, that is my caste, This is the major using pronoun in a in group. And next we will discuss about the characteristics of in group. What are the characteristics or what are the nature of in group is, that is mutual sympathy towards one another. When we are in a in group or when we are member of a in group, then there is mutual sympathy between all the members or towards one another, because when we are working in a group or when we are working in a team, there is need of mutual sympathy, because when any member have any problem or any issue, then we can stand behind that person which person has problem, and there is need of mutual sympathy for one another. And next is mutual cooperation, help and goodwill. And also when we are in a in group, then there is need of mutual cooperation, mutual help and mutual goodwill. And without mutual cooperation we cannot do or we cannot doing any work within a team. And without help or without goodwill we cannot achieve a goal or achieve a objective of a group. And when we are working in a in group, then there is a need of cooperation between all the members, and all the members have to help each other in every work and in every sector, and also all the members have good will for others. There is no backdoor or there is no talking behind any member of that group, and we have to maintain all these factors. And respect for mutual benefits and rights. And also in a in group there is respect for each other, and there is rights for everyone, there is equal rights when we are working in a in group. And also all the members are working for mutual benefits, which benefits are for all the members. No member will work for her selfishness or his selfishness, and all the members have to work for towards achieve the goal or achieve the objective, and there is the members have to respect the benefits of the group. And next is sentiment of solidarity and we feeling. When we are in a group, there is a sentiment of we feeling, and all are very caring, very nurturing for each other, and there is cooperation, there is help for each other. So there is a sentiment of solidarity and we feeling, because when we are working in a in group, then there is the relationship between all the members are very close relationship, they have togetherness. Because of that, in a in group there is sentiment for another member. From one member there is a very we feeling, and there is brotherhoodness in a in group. And next is feeling of tolerance, compassion and generosity. And also when we are working in a in group, there is the feeling which is very tolerance, and when we are working in a in group, we have to tolerate each the members, we have to tolerate all the activities, all the behavior, manner, nature of all the members. And also we have to feel of compassion. It means we have to very sympathetic, pity and concern for the sufferings or misfortunes of others. And also we have to maintain feeling of generosity. It means we have to maintain the quality of being kind and generous, and which is the quality or fact of being plentiful or large. And we have to be kind and for each other, and preferential behavior with the members. Also there in a in group there is preferential behavior for all the members of that group, or there is of involving preference or partially or constituting a favor or privilege for one another. We have to maintain all these natures when we are in a in group. And next we will discuss about out group. First we will discuss what is out group. An out group is a group or category to which people feel they do not belong, and we treat most members of out group as others, and we have the feeling of indifference, avoidance, disgust, competition and suspicion towards them. When we are in a out group or when we are member of out group, then there is category is people feel they do not belong from that group, and also all the members of out group treat each other like they don't know them, and also they avoid all the members of that group, because when we are in a out group we are very unknown for the members of that group, because out means apart from that group, or we have to avoid, or we want to avoid any group, or we have no relationship, we have no we feeling for the members of that group. Then there is another pronoun like in a in group we are using that pronoun, that is my, as like as in a out group we are using the others, means in a group where all the members of that group are other persons or third persons for us, then that is known as out group. And in a out group there is no togetherness, there is no acceptance, there is no tolerance, all these are part of the out group. And in a out group all the persons are don't want to be a member of that group, and all the members are avoiding the group members also. And in out group also there is competition between each other, and when we are seeing or we feeling that in a group any member has very good status and they are maintaining very better lifestyle, then we have competitive mind for that person. And also suspicion, it means a feeling or thought that something is possible, likely or true, or like when in a group there is here a sneaking suspicion that he was laughing at her, when we are feeling that anyone is commenting us, anyone has negative thoughts for us, then that is out group, because in a out group all the people are do feel that they do not belong from that group also. And next is characteristics of out group. What are the characteristics or natures of out group? In group tends to stereotype, label the out group members such as racist, barbarians, anti-capitalist, revolutionaries, rich and greedy. And first characteristic of out group is when in a in group, the in group is very stereotype, and the out group members are from different background, like they have different race, they are different from different professions, like some are from barbarians, some are very anti-capitalist, some are very revolutionary rich mind, and also some of the members are greedy. It means they have having an excessive desire for something, and having showing an intense and selfish desire for wealth or power. In a out group, the members, those who are in out group, they have very competitive mind, and they have very selfish desire for wealth and power also, and because they are very competitive from each other, and they are doing competition between some other members of the society and community in from which group they don't belong. And any threat from the out group increase solidarity of in group, and also if there is any threat of out group, that is increasing the solidarity of in group. It means when we are feeling that in a group they are not accepting us, they are not good relationship with us, then that point increase the relationship or we feeling of in group members. And next is we will discuss about formal group and informal group, that are all about the in group and out group. What are the characteristics of in group and out group? First we will discuss about the formal group. And first, what is formal group? This group is consciously created to solve an organizational objective. You can know about the group that is formal, because formal is a very typical word, and there is very official, there is very very impersonal in relation, and this group is consciously created and which is solving the organizational objective. In a formal group, there is the objective of the organization is very formal and very impersonal. When we are member of a formal group, then we have to work on the objective, the goal of the organization. And when we are in a member of formal group, then we have to work towards achieve the goal and objective of that group. Because in a formal group there is a very impersonal relationship between the members, and there is very formal relationship between the members, because all the members are only focused on the achievement of the goal and objective of that group. This group or like formal group established by the organization which have a public identity and goal to achieve. And when there is establishment of formal group or by the organization, then all the members have a public identity and they know each other when we are working in a formal group. And in a formal group, all the members of that group, they have to know about each other, or at least they have to know about the identity. If a organization have any formal group, then the organization always want public identity of that formal group, and they have some goal, they have some objective to achieve, and which goal and objective will be achieved by the members of that group, and the members have to work towards for achievement of the goal and objective. Next we will discuss about the types of formal group. There is 3 types of formal group, and these types are command group, task group and functional group, which we will discuss briefly about this type of group. First we will discuss about what is command group. And command group is a group determined by the connection between individual who are a formal part of the organization. In a formal group there is a first type of group is command group, and in command group we have to determine by the connection between the individual, those who are part of the group, and there is very formal relationship between all the members when we are working in a organization, and that group is command group. And when we are the member of command group, then there is the connection between all the individuals determined by that group, and all the members have impersonal relationship and formal relationship. For example, the marketing department comprising of the general manager and the other marketing staff. When there is a organization and all the organizations have different group, like there is a CEO, manager and different department of that group, as like as accounting department, marketing department, and there is different departments. When there is a marketing department, the marketing department have to comprising that department for including the general manager and also all the members, those who are marketing staffs. They have to include all the members, those who are working on marketing, and when they are in a group, that department is known as the marketing department. So when we are member of a group which is very formal part and in a organization, that is known as command group. And next is task group. What is task group? Task group is created by the management to accomplish certain organizational goals. It is specifically created to solve the problem or perform a defined task. A task group is created by the management, and when we are in a task group, the management are given some work and some goal and objective to the members, and all the members have to work on the objective and goal of that group, and all the members of task group have to follow the order of the management through which the members can achieve the goal and objective of the task group. And also in a task group there is the work always ordered by the organizational head or always ordered by the authority of the organization. And when we are in a member of task group, then all the tasks are given to the members because of solve the problems and for the solution of different issues of that organization, and also work for the development of the organization, and always the goal and objective are towards the development or the improvement of the organization. People who work together to achieve a common task, brought together to accomplish a narrow range of goals with a specified time period. those who work together for achieve a common task or achieve a common goal, and they have to brought together for accomplishment of any narrow range of goals, and they have some specified time period. And when the management or when the organization authority had given any task or had given any work to the members for achieve the goal or for solve the problem or perform any defined task, then there is some specific time period or time limitation for the members of that group, and all the members have to work together for achieve a common task. And next is functional group, which is a formal group, and this group created by organization to accomplish specific goals within an unspecified time frame. And when we are member of any functional group, there is also the goals and the objective which is accomplished by the organization, and but there is the unspecified time frame and there is no time specification. The members have to achieve the goal and objective without any unspecified time frame in a functional group. Remain in existence after achievement of current goals and objective. When the members of functional group achieve the goal or objective of the organization, they remain in existence after achievement of that goal and objective also. They are not any in existence activity, they will remain existence in that group. Then is we will discuss about the informal group. This group is group that develop naturally among people without any direction from the organization within they operate. And when there is informal group, the group members are very developed naturally among the people, and there is without any direction from the organization within they are operating any work, and they are formed spontaneously and are based on personal relationship or specific interest. And when we are member of informal group, there is very personal relationship, there is no impersonal activity, all the members have personal relation between each other, and there is some specific interest of individual, and they are formed spontaneously, the informal group, and all the members are very different, and they all the members have specific interests. There is no common goal and common objective for all the members of informal group. And next we will discuss about types of informal group. Under informal group, there is also three types of informal group. First is interest group, then is friendship group, then is reference group, and which we had already discussed in our previous lecture. Briefly we had discussed about the reference group in our previous lecture. And first we will discuss about the what is interest group. And interest group consists of person who share common interest. When in a group all the members have common interest and they are working on common interest, and the group consists of same or common objective or common interest of all the members, there is interest group. Like they may be job related interest or such as sports, national politics or religion. When we are member or when we are member of a sports group or any national political parties group or any religion group, then there is the all the members have common interest, because when we are playing in a team, then all the members have specific interest, that is the achieve the result or the past result of that team. And when we are in a national political party, then we have to achieve the goal of that political party, and there is specific interest or there is common interest of the member of the interest group, because all the members or all the people have no specific or common interest. And when we are working in an interest group, all the members of that group have common interest, and there is a limitation of members, and all the members, those working in a interest group, they have same interest and they working on same objective or same goal. And what is friendship group? Consists of individuals who come together because they share one or more common characteristics, and they consist of people with natural affinities for one another. When there is friendship group, the group is consisting of individual who come together, and those who are coming together, and there is sharing, caring in that group, and there is more common characteristics between each other. Because when we have friendship with any person, then we are accepting that person, and when the characteristics and the nature of the persons are very matched and very similar, then we are accepting that person as a friend of ours. And when there is a friendship group, there is common characteristics between the members, and there is common nature of the members of that group. And also in a friendship group, there is we feeling, there is togetherness, there is involvement of each other, there is cooperation between all the members, because they are accepting each other. And when we are in a friendship group, we have good relationship between each other, because the same characteristics, or they have common characteristics, because of that we have a close relationship between all the members. And also in a friendship group, there is a natural liking for an understanding of someone or something, and there is degree to which a substance tends to combine with one another, and there is natural affinities between all one another, or between all the members of friendship group. And next we will discuss about reference group, and people used to evaluate themselves with the purpose of social validation and social comparison, and they have a strong influence on members of behavior. And in a reference group, all the people used to evaluate themselves, and when we are evaluating ourselves, then we can evaluate others also. And the purpose of that reference group is social validation and also social comparison between each other. And they have also strong influence about all the members, and they have strong influence on behavior of the members in a reference group. This is all about today's lecture. In this lecture, we had discussed about some other types of group, and we had discussed about what is in group, what is out group, what are the characteristics or natures of in group and out group, and when we are member of a in group or when we are member of a out group, what are the characteristics of the members. And also we had discussed about the formal group and informal group, and types of formal group and informal group. Under formal group, there is three types, like the task group, the command group, and also we had discussed about the functional group. And under informal group, there is also three types of group we had discussed, that is the friendship group, the interest group, and the reference group. If any query, then you can ask me through comment box. Thank you. Keep watching. Have a great day.